Revival House Network.
And don't like the brags, I don't like the boast. They like hot butter on the breakfast toast. Watching flicks, talking chicks, I like to motorboat. Can Riverman make it, yo, a check? Nope. So look at all these movies I got. Commenting like, should we watch them or not? And I know they just be acting for cash, but I still got one question to ask. Like, why'd he do that, do that, do that? If that was me, I'd be like, screw that, screw that, screw that. I'm an alpha, I'd eat through that, through that, through that. So why'd he do that, do that, do that?
What's up, everybody? Revival House Network, BTM. Zach, this is week 2 of your Zachsploitation. Is that what we're calling it? Because you're kind of in control. Zach in your house.
Zach's in the house, baby.
But no, it's original exploitation. We're doing the originals to franchises that we typically just like to be too cool for school and do the shitty sequels. We always kind of shy away from the classic originals for some reason, but I guess Zach wants to finally get to some of those we've missed. So tell him what we're doing, man.
That's all you gotta know. If you don't know already, fucking get the fuck out of here. This is America. You get the fuck out, damn it, if you don't get that reference.
Right off the top, I want to thank the patrons we have in the group here. We got Adrian Mendoza and we got Brian Kennedy. They're listening in as we record this episode, and you guys can too if you guys want to check us out and support on Patreon. And he's actually saying we should redo Halloween. Did we did Halloween, but it was like a live stream episode. It wasn't like a real commentary. Is that right? I think you're right. So we got to redo like an official. You know, that wasn't an official commentary, right? It was just
we will, baby, we will. You know what? I already know what the next episode's gonna be, and we're gonna have a special guest. I think I'm gonna keep it a secret.
Oh, really?
It'll be dark.
The guest is a secret too?
I think so. I should just keep it a secret.
Is it Corey G?
Oh, you hope so, baby. You could maybe, we don't know.
All right, and also say, so anybody that likes to join us on these recordings and on our Discord, we'll sort of open up the floor at the end. I mean, I might stop in here and answer a few questions along the way. We'll try and keep a focus on the flick as to not deviate too much from our normal show. But at the end of the show, I want to open up the floor and answer any questions for you guys that are listening with us and watching with us. And have we figured it out to where we can actually let them talk, Zach?
If they want to, let us know.
Let us know if you guys want to like queue up any particular questions for the end of the show. And if you guys want to be unmuted to ask it, we're totally fucking cool with that. If not, we'll just read them. But we're going to go and get started with the movie. Zach, did you even tell them what we're doing?
We're doing fucking...
Oh, it's right. Whatever.
We're doing Friday.
Okay. And we're doing the good version of Friday. We're doing the theatrical version. That director's extended cut is ass. It's not very good.
Fucking, they took a classic, they took a fucking great movie we love and it's perfect, and then they put scenes in it we're not used to, and it sucks now.
Yeah, it just makes it too long, and yeah, it really does wreck the flow of a movie. It's one of those flicks that you know like the back of your hand because we watched it so many times. It would be like injecting extended or new scenes in Wayne's World or something.
Exactly.
It just feels off. It's like when you it's like listening to a song. If you were familiar with a particular version of a song, a radio edit of a song, and all of a sudden you hear some extended B-side cut of that same song, it feels weird. It's not the same.
Amazing.
Anyway, we're gonna go and get started. The version that we're watching, I've got it on Vudu. I think Zach does too, but it goes right into the New Line cinema. So I guess we're gonna be queued up right at black before the New Line kicks in, the 90s New Line.
Oh yeah.
All right, so we're gonna go and get started in 3, 2, 1, play. Dun, 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 dun. That's the wrong movie. Next Friday.
I know this. But I'm gonna get you high today. 'Cause it's Friday. You ain't got no job. You ain't got shit to do. Fucking whiny ass voice, Chris Tucker. Oh, I want to suck his dick. You know, you could suck Chris Tucker's dick in his whiny voice. You would just think it's a woman with a dick.
I guess, yeah.
Fucking, oh yeah, I'm gonna make that dick moan. Fucking Chris Tucker. I would suck his dick. But yeah, you know what? I was thinking about this when I watched it. I rewatched it earlier for the commentary. If they ever do make a 3 or a 4, it has to end with this shot in reverse, going up and then seeing that same pair of shoes fade out. I can write movies. Fucking give me a job, Ice Cube.
That would be cool. It'll never happen. I think their boat's left on that, man.
I probably shouldn't without fucking our boy Witherspoon.
John Witherspoon's dead. I don't know. Just the ideas that were thrown around.
You know what they could do? They could recreate the scene in this movie when he's watching Man's Best Friend where the mailman gets killed by a dog. They could deep fake him onto another mailman and have him die in the beginning of the movie, and somebody's watching goes, "Get your ass, Mr. Postman."
Yeah.
And then the movie continues. It's about a funeral, and it's basically kind of growing up and dealing with loss. It could be the whole plot of the movie.
Sounds good to me, man. Is this a perfect 10 to you? I think it's hard not to give it a perfect 10.
It's a fucking classic. It's 10 out of 10.
It embodies 90s. It is pinnacle. It's any movie that is as quotable as this movie, and it's one of those flicks where I think you could recite it front to back because every scene, every line in it is so memorable, and it's the only one that's that good. I mean, Next Friday's fun, but it's not like a perfect 10 or anything. And the third one is pure ass water. When he was talking about doing that fourth one, and there was a whole bunch of drama, right? Like they really wanted to do it. I think he wrote some scripts or some passes at it, and he wanted to like include everybody. He wanted Smokey and like Day, and he probably wanted to throw Cat Williams.
You gotta get everybody that was just touched upon for 5 seconds. You gotta get Hector in there. We coming back. He's like, "Oh, Smokey, I got some more angel dust, Holmes."
Well, you got Debo gone now too, so that just only solidifies it more that it's just not gonna happen.
Fucking CGI Tiny Lister's face on somebody else.
The only way I could see maybe a fourth Friday working is if they just do something completely different. Like, don't try and pay homage and do a similar type of movie that wraps around to the first one without two main players. But if they wanted to make a whole new movie that somehow kept the same vibe of this one and it had Smokey back in it and they just kind of kept it ground level, it would work. It'd be fine. I mean,
they could be a sequel and they'd get differentiated. It's called Saturday.
It wouldn't be any worse. DJ Pooh, man.
DJ Pooh.
Pops want me to come and get my bike back.
You fucks with DJ Pooh?
DJ Pooh. You ever seen The Wash? Isn't DJ Pooh in that with Dr. Dre and Snoop Dogg?
I don't know. I love this, though. Yeah. There's nothing better than waking up on a Friday and eating a big-ass bowl of Captain Crunch. That big-ass bowl. That bowl that your mom usually uses to cook mashed potatoes in, but you got to fill it with cereals.
Yeah, no, I was always like that, too. I'd get like a big-ass Tupperware bowl or some giant-ass popcorn bowl, yeah. But him eating...
Watch. This is funny. This is such cartoon logic. He should have known that the fucking milk was gone when he first picked it up.
Yeah, it's so stupid, and I always wonder what that was all about. And was he patting it?
It's a visual gag.
Was the whole patting the back of it supposed to imply that he wanted the chunks, like it was maybe rotten?
Oh, yes.
Curdled?
You need them chunks. You know what? It's not the fucking worst thing in the world to just eat cereal dry, though.
No, some cereal's really, really good dry, actually.
Exactly.
If the cereal's a really tasty cereal, you can eat it both ways. I can understand why somebody might not want to eat fucking cornflakes dry.
I've heard people say that they only eat cereal dry and the idea of putting milk on it is disgusting to them.
It's a good snack. I used to go to school or college and stuff like that, and I would take little baggies with me with just the Cheerios and just snack on the Cheerios. It's fine.
Fucking hell yeah. He was eating a Captain Crunch Crunchies, it said on top. What was it? Like, was that a very short-lived, in between, like, Crunch Berries, like all berries, oops, all berries? It was just Crunchies.
I think it was just avoiding lawsuits. But yeah, he was eating that big-ass bowl.
It had the captain on it.
Eating that big-ass bowl of... I know, but... I bet you that captain was a little different. Yeah, it's weird because you trademark a name and you can trademark a logo. I'm sure that captain's trademarked too. So I don't know if he was a little different or what. But obviously they changed the name to avoid a trademark issue, infringing on something.
One thing different with the director's cut is that entire scene with John Witherspoon where he's talking to, every time I'm in the kitchen, you're in the kitchen.
It goes on. It goes on for an hour. And it's like, dude, this...
and it's all like alternate takes. They took out the original lines and put alternate... It's like, we like the old ones.
And I'm not shitting on what what he was doing, because you know when they film the movie, they just do a whole bunch of riffing and a whole bunch of extended takes, and they let him fly, right? They let him ad lib, and they keep the best shit. Like somebody decided, hey, let's put in all that fucking cut footage of him trying. No.
And it also starts out with like it introduces Smokey. It shows him waking up and like eating a sugar sandwich or something. It's like you can't just you can't come right out of the gate and make people listen to fucking Chris Tucker's irritating ass voice. You got to ease them into that shit. So that was a good call, trimming that up.
Yeah, no, there's nothing about the extended version that I like better.
They showed Debo sleeping, and it showed what's his name running away with the boxes, implying that he's the one that stole the boxes that Craig gets fired over.
Ezel?
Yeah.
I do think that is kind of funny how that never really wraps around, like him whole getting fired. It's just kind of a throwaway thing, but I guess you don't need to know. It's just a reason for it.
Yeah, this is like a really good script, and that everything that's set up kind of pays off at some point. But like some things didn't, like that one didn't, just because of the edited version. But like, here's a fun fact. This movie was actually inspired when our boy Ice Cube, he watched Clerks. And that's awesome because like Clerks also made me like, I already wanted to make movies, but Clerks was like the movie that came out, you watched it and you were like, I could do this. Like it made it like, oh, now it's not like I need like some super big action packed story. It's like it could just be about two guys sitting around talking about nerdy shit, and it could be a great movie. Very donk.
Yeah, a day in the life movie. So.
Exactly. I like this scene because, like, come here, talk to me. And it's like, this seems so, like, does the idea of, like, having somebody come into the room while you're pooping feel as, like, cringy to you as it does me?
I think when he's making this movie, it's a day in the life. I think it's supposed to resonate with people from the hood, right? And so I bet you there's a lot of these scenes, like it doesn't even have to be people from the hood. Even you said, oh yeah, Friday morning, getting that big ass bowl that, you fucking make cake batter in, and you get you can relate to some of these things he's doing. Like, oh yeah, I've been there. Oh, sitting on your porch with your best friend. I've been there. But
getting fired on your day off. I've been there.
But it's like slightly amplified. So like, I can't speak for people in the hood, but we all had dads that would fucking rip a fart in your face, or fucking dads would fucking blow up the bathroom. But I never had a dad or a parent that said, hey, come in here while I'm taking a shit and listen to what I tell you. Either that's amplified for comedy. Dude, hold on. Fun fact. It took me a million years for me to realize she was laying next to somebody.
I never noticed that until like the last time I watched the movie.
And I don't remember if I said something, or isn't that weird? I don't know. Did I say something to you or something, or did you just find it?
I don't know. I forget who it was that pointed it out.
Because it must have been me, because I discovered it out of nowhere. I'm like, what the fuck? I think either I discovered it or somebody shared a meme. Like I was today years old when I noticed this, and they had it circled.
Yeah.
And I might have shared it with you or something. But the thing is we grew up watching this on VHS, and it's so grainy and shitty on VHS. It was like camouflage, because you got her skin against his skin and the earth tone walls. He literally was fucking blending in with everything, and we never saw it. And what's funny is you didn't. Now I realize that was supposed to be a comedy bit. Like, oh, the whole scene takes on new meaning now, because she's calling all jealous and shit. Now tell me who she was, but she's sleeping next to a guy. That's the irony, but
it's her brother.
Yeah, that's even weirder.
They still share a bed.
But I mean, obviously, so I watched this movie fucking 24, 23 years, and I never knew that, but the scene still meant something without it, right? It established that he's got this naggy ass, girlfriend or whatever, but.
Mm-hmm. Here's a fun fact. DJ Pooh, Red, was originally set to play Smokey. However, New Line Cinema pressed producers for a better-known actor, reaching a deal with Chris Tucker. Chris Rock and a couple others were also considered. Isn't that weird? Like, if that would have been the way, because he also co-wrote the movie with them, if that was the way it went and he played Smokey, they probably would have continued having Smokey in every single movie, every sequel. Like from the beginning, it might have been like Chris Tucker only, like, he had to do this as a job. And then like he just like I remember hearing Chris Tucker watch this movie in the theater with the guy playing Big Worm, and they were like, "This is fucking shit." They thought this movie was gonna bomb, and it was the end of their careers. But then it was a huge hit, but he never came back. Still weird.
Well, yeah. So Chris Tucker, you know, he was a comedian. He was pursuing the acting thing. I think at this point he had been in like Dead Presidents, right? And you know, if you're right, DJ Pooh was just one of Ice Cube's homeboys, right? And he was not. So yeah, he wasn't somebody that was pursuing comedy or pursuing acting. So he probably would have stuck around and did every Friday, right? Just
if DJ Pooh had been him though, would it have been as iconic? Because in a way, you kind of always remember Smokey from the movie, and like maybe he would have played it more straight and not quite as like over the top. He's not. I don't know if he's playing over the top, but he just seems over the top because his voice and everything. Told me to hurry up. You got a big perm.
was that Big Perm? Maybe Big Worm?
He missed the opportunity to call him Big Sperm. Fucking Big Worm. He shoots the biggest, fattest nuts. He's a big coomer.
I found it pretty interesting. The first time I ever went to California, and I went to like Inglewood. It was going through like Inglewood, and I saw a couple of neighborhoods like this, and it just reminded me like, oh man, I'm in Friday.
Oh yeah, they shot it in a neighborhood there. And fun fact, the cast and crew were warned well ahead of time not to wear anything red during filming. 126th Street, where this movie was shot, was well inside territory for the Crip Street Gang, known for wearing distinctive blue bandanas, whereas their bitter rivals, the Bloods, were equally distinct red bandanas. So for their own safety, red clothing was banned from the set, because anyone wearing red clothing of any kind, bandana or otherwise, would be assumed to be sympathetic to the Bloods. Hell yeah. That's the kind of set you want to be on. Fucking, you might get shot. Hell yeah. Dying for your art. Hell yes. Our boy, fucking, the Lemke, he put in the Friday music video. Amazing song. Should have been on the soundtrack to this movie.
I was trying to be all nonchalant and message him, and you went ahead and just like said it on the, you know, I don't know. I didn't want to break your flow, man. You were talking about the movie. You were talking about that
bitch. She fucking Rebecca Black. She ruined the real Friday song, as we all know, as I already referenced.
What?
That's the fucking dank song. I'm talking about the fucking Ice Cube song. See, you didn't even get the reference. What a pussy.
Hey, did you guys ever used to have those like cheap ass fucking bench press sets where it's got like the bar that's hollow like that?
Don't fucking talk over and try to distract from the fact that you didn't get that fucking reference. You fucking beta.
I didn't get it, dude.
Beta male. Fucking low T. Oh, here's Nina Long.
Nia Long. Fucking low T beta.
Nia Long. She went on to do great American film.
Are we there yet?
That plus great American film, Big Mama's House.
And Big Mama's House, man. Fuck those movies, dude.
Amazing films.
Please, nobody I don't want to do Big Mama exploitation.
See, I think we talked about this on the last time. You know what's funny? We talk about, like, we still haven't done Next Friday either. We only did the worst fucking movie in the series.
Oh, yeah.
But, like, we were talking about on there, what's the hottest Craig love interest?
Carla. And, probably Carla for me.
Probably, yeah.
Craig and Carla.
It's hard to pick, though.
I like the sound of that.
They're all pretty bad.
I think it goes to Carla just because we had that, you know, why don't you come down here, let me tap that ass. That whole scene, right?
And she goes, okay.
Yeah,
amazing.
Yeah. She just goes, okay.
Babe.
That's so funny.
Did she do any other movies?
Oh, I don't think I ever saw her ever again. I don't know if that director, Eric Carr, who directed that fucking movie, went on to do anything else again that I can think of. I know he probably did, but
I heard he died in a car wreck.
An Eric Carr wreck?
See, what if that did happen? Like, that would have been like, oh, fuck. Like, your parents chose that fucking death for you.
His last name is...
Oh, look, here's Tiny Lister Jr. and...
R.I.P.
What's his name? I forget it.
Michael Clark Duncan. They're both in heaven right now. Michael Clark.
Fucking chilling.
A.K.A. Balrog from Legends of Chun-Li. Shitty movie.
Isn't it funny that they're just hanging out with this fucking child? I noticed that last time I was watching it. Why the fuck are they hanging out with that kid?
That must have been. I mean, this is made by people who grew up in these type of neighborhoods, and if you're sort of like gang affiliated or just sort of living this type of lifestyle, they always show like little kids hanging with these older gangbangers and shit like that.
I see. I think they were grooming him. Fucking our boy Tiny Lister and our boy Michael Clark Duncan. Here's the original Smokey. I love this. I always say this line. It could be like it's both ours. Just keep it in my house. Like anytime you're asking for something bad. It could be like it's my cousin Ryan. Can I have my copy of the remake of Resident Evil 2? Yeah, it could be like it's both ours. You just keep it in my house.
I always think about how I talked about it where Todd lent his original VHS copy of Dawn of the Dead to this one kid we went to high school with.
Mm-hmm. And he fucking ruined the box.
So Todd and I mean, there's exceptions. I don't like lending shit to people, and Todd doesn't like lending shit to people, but I'll lend stuff to Todd. Todd would lend stuff to me. You know, there's like always that small circle. You have to really trust him. You know, and I know Todd cares about shit as much as I do, so whatever, he's fine. But anyway, this one kid, he found out he was obsessed with like the zombie movies too, and he asked if he could borrow his copy of Dawn of the Dead. Todd collects anything and everything Dawn of the Dead. He collects even when he went through his phase where he wanted to like purge everything and just get rid of all material possessions, he kept all his Dawn of the Dead variants, all his Laserdiscs, VHSs, and DVD variants and all that shit. Anyway, he lent his fucking Dawn of the Dead to, it might have been Day of the Dead. I don't know if I'm getting the story wrong. One of the two, to this kid. And it turned into that whole situation we've all been a part of before. Hey, you know, do you have that? You know, it's weeks have gone by. Like, are you done with it? Can I have it back? You know, that guy that just keeps forgetting to bring something back. And when he it clearly seemed like he was stalling, because he finally started shaking him down, and it was like, oh, okay, I'll have it tomorrow. I'll have it tomorrow, and I'll have it tomorrow. And I don't know what happens, if his fucking dog ate the box or something happened. But this guy came to school, and he had a whole new box for it that he had like fashioned himself and drew, and like, what the fuck is this? And I think he played it off as like, oh, I made it better. But I don't think he was that stupid. I think something happened to it.
Fucking Chad. That is a Chad fucking move. Hey, I just made it better.
Yeah, I wonder if he still has that.
Yeah, be fucking lucky. I took off the stupid box and put a better one. I fucking did something for you. I made an art project, bitch.
I still haven't.
Yell at me.
I still haven't opened or watched my 4K Dawn of the Dead set that Riverman hooked me up with.
Because it's a fucking boring movie.
It's a fucking awesome movie.
Oh, I just pissed a lot of people off. I love doing that. Anyway, my friend who I've talked about on the show, who fucked his sister and jacked off the dog, we used to watch this movie all the time religiously, and we were like, fucking hell yeah, Smokey's donk. And like, I remember every time I watched this, he would be like, oh man, his mom's so hot.
Oh.
This scene right here, I'd be like, what are you talking about? This scene right here where he says, clean up or do something. That look right there. Oh, so cute. Oh, I want to hit it so hard.
So
I want to hit that so hard.
Before you said that, I was actually going to say she looks like the African American equivalent of my grandmother, my dad's mom, because she was a large set woman and she always wore muumuus, and she always gave you those like bitch face looks, like, you know, she just gave him at the end.
Fucking Stacy.
Dude, my parents worshipped this movie. It was a mainstay in my house, and my parents would quote it all the fucking, more than we did. It was just kind of a language we all communicated with. And a big thing that she loved was, like literally, I think when my dad beat the shit out of me one time, my mom she decided that was the appropriate time to say, you just got knocked the fuck out.
Dog.
Like, this is not how comedic timing works. I'm here bleeding. But no, I remember she used to always do, she'd always give us like some fucking change, and she'd tell us to go up to the fucking stove. Go up to the corner, walk up to the corner store, buy her some fucking whatever, and make it enough. And
what does that mean? Fucking sell drugs? What, make it enough?
I think it means you cover the rest, bitch.
Yeah, exactly. I ain't gonna fucking work for you.
Yeah.
Exploiter.
It definitely means, yeah, you cover the cost, because I feel it. I feel that. By the way, hey, I feel that.
Or go ahead and steal it. Just don't get caught.
I don't know. The way I always interpret it was making it up, because that's the way it was in my household. You fucking cover it, because you know, especially if I was like 16 and I was working and shit. Yeah, it was definitely making enough. Go up to the store and here's $1. Oh, it costs $5. Well, still come back with the product.
Amazing.
Hey, speaking of that, I feel. Is it not the dumbest thing in the world when you look up online and you see all these stupid people sharing memes and they're always like, "I felt that." Is that not the gayest thing in the world?
Oh, fucking! I love. Like every time I look at a picture of a cock, I feel it. This scene right here, where the car backfires and he goes, "Oh, I got shot." I always laughed at that, and I never realized it was that dude doing it. So I always thought it really was somebody walking by that got shot. So they were that nonchalant about it. Get off me.
We got F. Gary Gray mopping the floor, or he's gonna be doing the floors or whatever. I don't know what is he like just shopping, or is he doing the floor or stocking the shelves? You know, the guy says that floor even wet. Damn, you know.
That's the director of the movie, ain't it?
Yeah, it's F. Gary Gray. But what's he doing in the store? Is he actually is he like stocking the shelf or something?
He's mopping.
Oh, mopping. That's right. He looks like a Wayans.
Get your ass up. It ain't even wet over here. He does. I remember, like, when I was thinking about the movie, I was like, that was directed by Keenan Ivory Wayans, right? He does all the scary movies. It's just because they have the same, like, mustache and shit.
Yeah. F. Gary Gray, he went on to direct, what's it called? Straight Outta Compton. And off the heels of Straight Outta Compton, which was a fucking huge hit, he did, like, one of the Fast and Furious movies that came right after that or something stupid.
Did he not work after Friday until Straight Outta Compton?
He had to have, but I couldn't tell you anything he did.
Hey, look, his license plate says, "Fuck it." How did he get away with that?
Yeah, you know,
they let him do that?
Well, you know, somebody had to have taken that. That can't be real. I mean, you know, there's people out there with fuck it, I guarantee it.
Amazing.
I've seen some Ezels in my day, man.
Did you fuck them?
No.
Why?
In Missouri. Going to like East St. Louis or downtown Kansas City, man, where every fucking other shop in the downtown area it's a liquor store, a laundromat, and a fucking like Roscoe's Chicken or Popeye.
Look at this. What is this right here? They can't stop the car. Damn. See, that sets up something you think is going to come back, but I don't think that ever does either. DJ. See, maybe fucking anything that could have been paid off, man, could have just been cut out too. Look at them tits, Miss Parker.
It's all right. I mean,
I like to parka my dick in them tits.
We don't really need to know why he got fired or if he really did it or not, I guess. It's just an excuse for him to be home on Friday. But the thing is I mean, like you technically don't need the job aspect then if they're not going to let it pay off or wrap around because he could have just had a Friday off.
Exactly.
I don't know. You know what I mean? It's just...
Fun fact, according to Kathleen Bradley, she was immediately considered for the role of sultry Miss Parker when Ice Cube saw her on The Price is Right from 1972, where she was one of Barker's beauties at the time. He pointed her out to his production company and said, "I want that sister." Bradley was 43 years old at the time of filming. Fuck yeah.
And she didn't get the role. Why?
She's Miss Parker. That's her.
Oh, that is her?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Fucking beta. Aaron, you're very low T this commentary. See, look, his mom's just now leaving. Does she have a job where she just gets to come in whenever? Because they were like setting up for her leaving like, I don't know, 20 minutes ago, it seemed like.
Yeah, what does she do?
Fucking well, call me when you get home. Was that implying that like Miss Parker's a lesbian? Because like she fucks the preacher later. Maybe she's into the both. She goes both ways. Like us.
Speak for yourself, man.
Fucking don't lie to him just because you're fucking embarrassed with me.
Like Rebecca Black. I'm staring at that video that was shared. Rebecca Black, she likes the poon.
Hell yeah, who doesn't? What's there to not like?
I think she was on Instagram talking about how she likes to eat pussy.
Fucking who doesn't?
Yeah, I feel it.
It's good shit.
Don't you just know what their house smells like just by looking at it? Because you've ever been like an older house like that with kind of like a lot of shit and everything's really dark and it's not real bright. It just reminds me of my grandmother's house. My grandmother had a house like that, my dad's mom, and it just had a particular scent.
Oh, yeah. Fucking look at him. Give me something to roll this up with. See, back in the day, I would have been like, roll it up with. Don't you just use your fucking hands, your fingers? But then he brings back a box top. Like, oh, you want to set it on it. Okay. And see this little fucking thing where they're fighting and all this whole thing in the director's cut is different. Like, he doesn't do the cum eyes there, I don't think, in the director's cut. See, it's very, like, you watch the director's cut, you're like fucking looking for shit like this, and it's different. It's just like, I get putting in different scenes or extended scenes. Why are you changing shit that's already in the movie?
Yeah, I don't know. And when you buy the Blu-ray, doesn't it revert to that version? That's the only version, or does it have both?
It's the only version on Blu-ray.
How dumb is that?
Unless you get it on Vudu.
How stupid is that?
Yeah, very beta.
Bernie Mac, rest in peace, Bernie Mac. The Friday curse, I guess.
Fucking Bernie. Feel the burn. We got the Bernie Mac. I'm feeling the burn with Bernie Mac. You're gonna get some for his cataracts.
They both at work.
Oh, yeah.
I say that all the time, too.
You know, this movie was released 1 month after the death of former NWA bandmate Eazy-E. It doesn't say dedicated Eazy-E at the end of it. They were still on bad terms.
But in the movie, they play it off like they were on good terms.
Do they?
Wait, you said it was released 1 month after or before he died?
After.
Yeah, so that's the problem with these music biopics, man. So if you watch Straight Outta Compton, yeah,
actually they might have been on good terms. I'm just thinking it might have been one of those things where it's too late to add it on to the ending by the time or something. Who knows?
Well, yeah, in the movie they portray it as they were all on good terms when actually they're supposedly, if you watch the movie and if that's true, they were on good terms before he found out he was sick because him and Cube were talking, and Eazy-E's endeavors weren't going so well while Cube and Dre were succeeding, and he wanted to get the band back together, and he wanted to sort of just let bygones be bygones, and I guess he had patched it up. And I think in the movie they had kind of played it off like he had met Cube at a club while he was filming like How to Be a Player, or no, what's that fucking song? Def Jam's. What's that fucking song where he's got like the strip club? Not How to Be a Player.
I don't remember.
I can't.
This scene real quick. See the people in the background there, just watching them film. Basically, they were shooting this on an actual, at night in an actual neighborhood. So basically, these guys were like, "What are you guys doing?" So basically, like they were just sitting there to fucking sabotage the shot, knowing that they couldn't tell them to go inside because it was their house. So they wanted to be in the movie.
So they were filming guerrilla style then? You talking about those guys back there that are talking, waving their hands?
Yeah, they just wouldn't leave. They tried to like, oh yeah, we'll pay you if you go inside. We could just get the shot. They were like, nah.
Well, they couldn't close. They didn't close down the street then, so they didn't actually get the permits and shit.
Well, yeah, they did. They were just fucking outside. Because all those people still lived in their houses. They didn't fucking empty the houses. Oh, I love this. And Devo's pigeon coop sweating like a slave. See, I always wanted to try angel dust to see if I end up in a pigeon coop sweating like a slave. You gotta hit it hard, though.
This movie came out in a real glory heyday for New Line Cinema, man. The pre-Time Warner buyout. So back, they were still an indie studio technically, right? When this came out. So you had them putting out movies like Mortal Kombat, Friday, and then, of course, The House That Freddy Built. And I think at this time they were still doing like, what else did they do? A lot of shit.
Fucking Pink Flamingos. Great film. So look at this little bitch. See, there's something great about a movie where fucking grown adults beat the shit out of a kid, and it's like a good part of the movie. Like that was a good thing that happened.
Takes his belt off.
Hell yeah. We need to make movies like that again. Let's beat the shit out of kids.
But no, you notice what was going on with New Line Cinema, pre-Time Warner buyout. It's all these movies, right, that were sort of on a certain budget, right? They're smaller movie. Even Mortal Kombat, which was like a huge hit, didn't have a huge budget, right? Even though it was like a fantasy movie.
This scene real quick where he goes, "He's known for that shit." Listen to that. He's known for that shit. He's known for like every time I watch it, I'm like, what does he say there? He's known for He's known for jacking shit. Is that what he says?
I don't know. But anyway,
he's so fast with the lyrical skills.
Those days of New Line Cinema are gone though. But I kind of miss the smaller movies.
Our boy Debo with his fucking flannel shirts. He could have played our boy Jason Voorhees in the first 2 or 3 movies. The flannel shirt. The first part 2 at least.
Do you know when Bob Shea sold New Line Cinema? Do you know when he fucking cashed out? Because when it was still independent and it was Bob Shea ran and all that shit, they put out the Lord of the Rings movies.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like they hit fucking pay dirt, and that's when he,
they got the buku monies.
Gave him his money and he was gone.
Oh yeah. He rode off into the sunset, and now he's hanging out on that gay bar he was working at in Nightmare on Elm Street 2, I think.
Nightmare 2?
That great gay bar in the sky. He's still alive, though.
One of these days, I got to get the NECA Freddy 2 while it's still easy to find.
He's a NECA with attitude.
He is, man. I almost bought it today. I was at a Target because that's where I hang out a lot, and I didn't.
Attitude. You got some fucking attitude. Remember when Guns N' Roses covered that song?
Yeah, on Spaghetti Incident. They played it live when I saw them like 4 or 5 years ago.
Hey, look, he just said Stanley left his window open and he's gonna break the window open. Fucking liar, Debo. What a bitch.
He left the window open, not the bars, man.
Oh.
But
you could break a gate open, you could break a window open or just lift it.
Yeah, it's totally stupid.
Fucking Debo, he's a fucking very, very beta.
Why does Stanley live in this neighborhood if he's like this guy that's holier than thou and he's clearly too good for the hood? Is he just fronting and he really doesn't have that kind of money and he just wants to live that lifestyle or what? Like, why would he live in the hood? I know in the second one they portray like he got out of the hood, right? He ran into Mr. Jones when he had to take a shit at that truck stop. But
oh yeah,
I always wonder too, like, why do certain people live in the hood?
I always wondered why did they add that voiceover to that scene where he's like, fucking, oh shit. Was it just like they wanted him to know, like, people aren't going to understand that you're still watching Smokey and you're looking out for him and then there's a car coming? Yeah, it was really weird because I think that is one of the only times it happens. Besides
it's that other midget besides Phil that's not Phil Fondacaro or whatever. That's in everything.
Oh yeah, Bad Santa midget.
He's in everything else besides,
Leprechaun 2 midget.
Well, no, and there's and Mickey from Seinfeld. Those are the big three of little people. Like if there was a little people Mount Rushmore, it'd be Fondacaro, it'd be Mickey, and it'd be this guy.
That's what needs to fucking happen. See, if I come president. That's happening. Fucking Mount Rushmore's getting replaced by Mount Midgemore or whatever. Fucking dang shit. See, where'd he go? He got back really fast. Our boy Stanley.
Maybe he went to the gas station to pick up a paper.
Maybe I think he was trapping him. That was a psyop. He was trying to trap him so he could catch him in there, I think. Fucking CIA psyop.
But look, I don't want to pretend like I know everybody's situation, but I've always wondered. Now, it's possible everybody in this type of neighborhood rents. And if they rent, maybe this is the only kind of place that they can get people to rent out to them. Yeah,
right here. I think when he actually trips over this box, it wasn't planned. So it's funny that nobody laughs in the front of the forefront of the frame. They kept it going.
If it wasn't planned, why'd they put it right behind him?
That's usually how you end up doing something. Something's there, you don't know it, and then he didn't put it there. No one put it there, Aaron. Like they're sabotaging the shot. Maybe it was those neighbors again, I think, trying to sabotage the shot.
Anyway, I'm trying to ask a real social question here. Will you stay on topic for a second? Like, why would you think so many people would stay in the hood, right? If these people are employed, right? Is it because you think maybe statistically a lot of these people might rent? And if they do rent, is there some reason why you know, the only people that might rent to them are people that own houses in the projects, or are there people that own houses that say, like when you watch Boys in the Hood, I'm pretty sure Furious, whatever his dad and that, Cuba's dad, he owns that house and he's got his own business. Why does he live in the projects?
Oh.
Is there like a pride to it? Like, I don't want to leave the projects. I want the projects to be better type of thing, you know?
And like that, all that redlining shit that happened, didn't they just kind of get stuck there and stay there? Maybe because they're, I don't know. Why are we talking about this, Aaron? We're supposed to be watching a comedy film. Fucking beta.
I don't know.
Like, this is where our boy fucking Craig, he hits that joint. He's going to get blitzed. You know what I always laugh at? Fucking Smokey, he's sitting around the entire movie telling him, like, fucking, get high, bro. I'm going to get you high. Let's do it. Let's get high, though. You don't got anything to do. And then whenever he finally starts getting high, he's like, Greg, don't be fucking tripping. He's all pissed off that he's high. Like, what the hell? What the hell, Smoke?
Yeah.
Fucking our boy, he's a beta. Fucking Smokey.
Is it almost supposed to be comedy in itself that we're supposed to believe that Craig's the straight edge, right?
Oh, yeah.
And he doesn't want to touch weeds.
I don't like. It seems like he does, but he just doesn't want to today because he's got to go look for a new job. His dad told him and shit. But now he's just like, fuck it. He's just like, fuck it.
Oh, I was always in the impression that he never smoked, and that's why it hit him so fucking hard.
Maybe, I don't fucking know.
But it's funny because
he says like, oh, this smells like it outdo. He says stuff that makes you think like, oh, I don't know.
more like Indo.
I was like, outdo. Is that like a thing for the like indica? I've heard that people say indica. It's like couch because you sit on the couch. Is that what it means? I don't fucking know.
I don't fucking know.
The weed lingo. But here's the meth head that never shows up again. Fucking.
She gonna pick her ass walking away. It's pretty funny.
Can I borrow your VCR? I want a double take.
She a crackhead. No, don't they show her again where she's like, Craig, hey Craig, hey Craig.
No, she never shows up in the rest of the trilogy. I mean.
Oh. Yeah, that's too bad. Well, neither does fucking Nia Long, dude.
Oh yeah. She moved on to bigger and better things.
Miss Parker doesn't show up again. Fucking little man, little You Want Me Gold never shows up again. Bernie Mac never showed up again.
Nia Long went on to bigger and better things with superior films like Big Mama's House 3.
She went on to do Fresh Prince and marry Will Smith in that show.
Amazing. Did you watch the Fresh Prince reunion that's on HBO Max?
I didn't. I didn't. I mean, I've seen it a million times. I'm like, oh, maybe I'll sit down and watch this, and I just never do. Is it any good?
I haven't either. I haven't.
It's a couple years too late without James Avery, Shredder himself.
Exactly.
And being dead.
See, James Avery needs to come back, get his fucking cousin out of jail. Fucking Stephen Avery.
Did you ever watch that cringy video, like that little online talk show where he was getting cucked by his wife?
Oh, that's hot.
Where that meme came from, where he's crying? You didn't see that? So somebody pretty much, Jada Pinkett Smith had an affair or whatever and fucked some young like rapper. And I guess they had kept it on the down low and they just, weren't, it was all internal. But then that fucking musician who fucked his wife, I guess he was talking some shit online, but basically it was that whole thing of like, hey, I fucked your wife and, you knew about it and you were fucking just letting it, like he was a cuck. And so they felt the need. She has like an online like talk show. She brought her husband, Will Smith, on the show where they were just addressing it and what she did. And he's just like crying and shit. And I don't know. It was
so
really.
He knew or he didn't know?
He did know. He did know.
Why is he crying then? Fucking, oh well.
Because they were just talking about their fucking marriage falling apart or something. I don't fucking know. But it was so funny. I'd have to watch it again. But he's clearly. He comes off a little bit more invested in their relationship and making it work than she does. She's stone-faced, and when she's just talking about all this shit.
Hey, look, see the cutout around the frame, how it's black. They just like, you can see the unedited footage where like there's a newspaper hiding underneath it anyway, where they were kind of using the newspaper to hide his body.
Yeah. But
it must have been like shaking or moving too much because then they like at the last minute just superimposed a black screen or bars around that to hide it. Doesn't happen very often in movies. Usually, if there's a fuck up, they just take it out, or they usually don't kind of do something like that.
Yeah, why is this shit hitting him so hard? He didn't smoke that much. Yes. I don't do that gay shit.
It's a hard strain, baby. It's a hard strain. Look, it's like he's got 3 joints in his mouth. 8 joints. Great.
Yes.
What if they got high and just did do the gay shit? See, that's what they need to do with the new movie. Fucking Smokey comes back, he gets high enough to actually do the gay shit.
Okay.
They fuck like stone test bunnies.
Did you, speaking of how this is one of those films that I guess I bonded with my parents over because they loved it just as much. Was this a movie like that for you, or did you have any of those movies with your parents that you were real like? I know Cowboy Way. You talk about Cowboy Way, right? That's one of those flicks that you can watch with your mom, right?
Oh yes. I around the time I was 8 or 9, I was at my friend's house, Brian and Jacob, they were brothers, and I like stayed the night, and like we were flipping through the channels, and they landed on the USA Network, and they were like, "Oh, Friday!" And it was on the scene where it's like the close up of them walking through Stanley's grass, and he's like, "You get off the grass, please, thank you." And I was like, they were like fucking quoting the movie, and it was like edited for like content because it was on USA. And I was like, how have I never heard this movie? This is like right up my alley. And that was the first time I ever watched it. Never watched it with my parents though. I don't remember doing that.
For no real good explainable reason, we were so excited. For me and my brother Andrew were so stoked for this movie just by the trailers, because we used to see it like on trailers of other New Line Cinema shit, and we'd see them on TV. And I think we had like, it might have been on like something like Mortal Kombat, some New Line Cinema VHS that we had that we always wore out, and we always saw the trailer right leading up to it. Mm-hmm. We quoted this movie all the time without having seen it yet. And because I don't think we actually saw it until it was USA Network, like a year or two after it came out or something. And yeah, we used to quote that fucking movie just from the trailers. The trailers were so funny. And yeah, we just had to. And it's funny, like, why did we resonate with this? Like, we weren't into Ice Cube or hip hop or any of that stuff at the time. But it just, I don't know, it seemed really funny.
Yeah, you mentioned the trailer. Remember in the trailer, whenever it shows the part where they punch Red, or Debo punches Red, they added like screams while he was flying through the air. They're like, ah, ah, ah. Like, what the fuck? That's funny. They should have put that in the movie. Amazing.
Macaroni.
Yeah, fucking our boy Lemke, he's talking about like whenever they show hood movies on the TVs, they'd always blank out the cuss words. See, that's the thing, like, I kind of miss that about fucking watching movies on cable. Like, you don't really see that now. It's like you're always streaming them. Like, yeah, like editing out swear words. It's really funny sometimes.
Yeah, but cable TV, even though these days they get away with a lot more. Like, you know, it's kind of like back in the day where a PG could have been an R movie if it was just like a few years later, right? The times change. Now, you could watch something like The Walking Dead or Breaking Bad, and they'll say shit. Exactly. It's like, oh, now you're allowed to say a couple of shits, right?
Now it's like only at nighttime, like at prime time, you're allowed to, but like other stations will still use old rules. It's weird.
And then, well, yeah, and if it's a show that's playing on nighttime on a cable show, on a cable network, like they'll even show like they'll be allowed some kind of nudity, some kind. It's just it's a different world. I mean, we might as well just adapt. I mean, we're kind of behind. I mean, if you guys go to Europe and stuff, they don't censor TV. Go to London, go to England, they don't censor anything. You know, they have all the same sorts of reality shows and shit you find on ABC or whatever here. But it's just uncensored. They'll drop F-bombs, they'll have tits.
Why do you want shit uncensored? Fucking no. Keep censoring it. I'm done with this cancel culture, Aaron. We can't stop doing things just because it's old fashioned.
If you guys have a proxy and you guys ever want to like flirt with Netflix, like using some, you know, watching Netflix in another country, watch this show called Naked Attraction out of England. And it's this it's this reality game show basically where it's kind of like The Love Connection in a way, but basically people are choosing people based on their naked bodies. What, dude?
Nia Long, she came in with her purse, she just left it there. She forgot it.
Because that's what chicks do. No.
Sitting there. Never referenced again.
she wanted a reason to come back.
I don't think they ever reference it unless she's coming back at the end of the movie for that. Maybe.
I know.
See, technically, they could go through a purse and maybe find that $100-something they need.
I always found it really weird too that this is a life and death situation, yet they're finding it so fucking difficult to get $200.
Yeah, somebody made a meme of that recently, where like they only need like some like really small amount of money,
Less than 200 technically. Like
yeah.
And I don't. When I was a kid, I don't know. Maybe when I was watching it in the mid '90s, it felt like a lot of money to me. I didn't really realize it, but now that I've gotten older, I'm like, man, even in mid '90s bucks, man, like life and death, you can find $200.
Yeah, he asked his mom, "Can I borrow $800, whatever the whole amount is?" But really, all you need is so much, because we've seen Smokey pull out money throughout the movie, and we know he
asked her for, let me $200. How much you need?
Was it too?
Yeah. So they only needed $200 more. Now maybe they needed more, but they already had the rest, because he asked his girlfriend, "Lend me $200." Yeah, you think you're slick, motherfucker. He just needed $200.
Okay.
And I don't know. I mean, I get it.
I mean, $200 can be hard to come by
In mid '90s money, and maybe I'm not understanding their situation in this hood, I guess. But you know what? I mean,
hey, that girl with the blue hat, she was on Cousin Skeeter. She's a total babe now.
okay.
Total babe. Megan Good. She's a babe.
Okay.
She's a babe now. I got to hit the Megan Good these days. I mean, Big Worm. Go ahead and finish your thought, though. I had to tell us that.
I don't know. I'm just saying this is a whole, maybe money's hard to come by, but these are all people that rob places. They break into each other's houses and shit. Like, you could steal $200 if you really need it. I mean, it's kind of, you forget that this is all taking place in just a day. So I get it. It's one thing to need $200, but they literally, the clock's counting down on them, right?
Hell yeah.
It's like they're probably only worrying about it for an hour or two before they start doing drive-bys and shit. So I get it. They don't have like a lot of time, but I don't know. I just would think I could. They gotta have shit they can pawn. And you know, in a neighborhood like this, there's a pawn shop around the corner. You know what I mean? Something.
Oh yeah.
Look at that fucking shitty necklace he's wearing. Maybe that's not worth very much. I don't know.
He can't get rid of his fucking Flavor Flav necklace. You can be fucking shot in my hood if you fucking even like that's not cool.
What are your thoughts on Public Enemy?
Public Enemy, the movie, or
the fucking you mentioned Flavor Flav, so obviously I'm talking about the group.
Fucking they cool.
The first couple records, man, are good. Those are good fucking records.
Here's a fun fact on the VHS video cassette jack. I noticed this as a kid. It incorrectly synopsizes that Craig Jones, Ice Cube, and Smokey Chris Tucker owe money to Debo, Tommy Tiny Lister Jr., and not Big Worm, as it actually transpires in the movie.
Hey, our boy Plemke on Patreon watching along with this. He said Flavor Flav was with Evan Rachel Wood for some time. Bullshit. Is that just a fucking joke because she was with Marilyn Manson, or does she really have that fucking kind of taste in guys?
Fuck yeah, she likes the big dicks.
Dude, Flavor Flav, I don't know.
He's an ugly motherfucker. You know he's got to be packing.
He's funny.
That ugly fuck, and he's getting fucked.
Maybe she thought maybe he's made her laugh. You know, comedy's the way to a girl's heart. Okay, he said, my bad, different actress. Flavor Flav was married to Brigitte Nielsen, right? You know, Red Sonja.
Yeah.
And Rocky IV and all that stuff. Evan Rachel Wood, man, that's a weird one.
Evan Rachel Wood? Evan Rachel Wood?
We gonna get you high.
Yeah, see, fucking Smokey, he implicated our boy Craig. Like, oh yeah, fucking me and Craig, and now he's in on it too. Like, I'd be pissed. I'd be like, what the fuck? I'm not involved with this with you, man. Okay, she does come back for it.
Big booty house!
The fucking goofs section of IMDb just fucked with me. Instead of, like, talked about it like it was something that was a goof in the movie, but she came back for it. Big booty house! Fuck with it!
Man, she ratchet, man.
Fucking them braids. Fucking just grab them while you fucking her.
Oh, hell no.
Imagine her jacking you off with them long nails. See, Nia Long's a babe.
Dude, it was such a what a funny idea to have him break the fourth wall and shit. It works very well, the subtleties. Smokey breaks it too. Smokey breaks it too at the end, obviously. And you know this, man, but
exactly.
I kind of think it'd be funnier if it was just Craig, because he, you know, up until the point, he's the only person that's like breaking the fourth wall a little bit.
Oh, yeah. You ain't not my Uchima. See, you think it doesn't show you what he goes and does. He's like, I gotta go straighten out my bitch. Like, do you think he goes in there and fucks her real good?
Probably. Plemka said, my bad, man. Memories sometimes merge. It's weird. I know, man. Tell Zach, because Zach gets every fucking name wrong. Every name. Right? He got Neo Long's name wrong. He calls didn't you call Bill Clinton George S. Clinton? No, you called George S. Clinton Bill Clinton. He's terrible. Exactly. He's like worse than my fucking grandma.
Amazing. I'm the kind of guy you want to have for the dank memes. I almost just slipped into fucking bare naked lady. I'm the kind of guy who laughs in a funeral.
Dude, why is he eating why is he picking the meat out of the inside of the sandwich and eating it?
Why not?
You see that? He's eating the fucking innards. Look at that.
Fuck yeah. He's devouring that sandwich. Ain't gonna drop no dingaloads here.
Stinkalogs.
Did he say dingalogue or stinking load?
Stinking logs.
I'm watching it with the fucking what's it called on, and it fucking said dropping stinking loads or something like that.
No, I'm pretty sure he says stinking logs, and it's a play on the word Lincoln Logs, the toys.
Dingaloads. I always thought he said dingaloads.
No, stinking logs instead of Lincoln Logs. Did you have Lincoln Logs growing up?
I don't know.
They don't sell them anymore, I don't think. They're a real 70s and 80s toy, I think. But I had some Lincoln Logs. And I don't know if I actually got them or if I inherited them from my uncle or something, because they don't make them anymore. But, you know, they're log toy, plastic little logs, and you stack them kind of like a Lego type thing where you can build like cabins and shit. But, you know, very retro. And of course, Legos. But, dude, when fucking Kinects came out, you remember when Kinects came out in the early 90s?
Oh, yes.
Kinects were the fucking shit, man. I got a Kinect set, and I had so much fucking fun with that thing, man. And it's like, it pretty much annihilated Legos for a little while. I don't know if people still play with Kinects or if that's still a thing, but I had and I can still remember the way Kinects smell. Nothing takes me back more than scent. But and speaking of that, do you know what I did a couple of weeks ago?
Your mother?
I was at no, shut the fuck up, dude. I was at your mother. I was at the store, and I wanted to feel some nostalgia. So I went and I bought a box of Crayolas just so I can huff.
Oh, yeah. Because
I think Crayolas have the greatest smell in the world. A fresh Crayola box. And there's something, none of that rose art shit. Like remember rose art?
They fucking fall apart in your fucking hands.
Yeah, rose art. They were too waxy. They're glossy and they were shit. Yeah, they fell apart in your hands. They didn't have a good smell.
You're definitely fucking an aspie going around smelling all your fucking toys and shit.
But anyway, I do kind of hate.
You like that episode of King of the Hill where Bobby smells the toaster and he's like, I wonder if it smells different when it's on.
I'm kind of like that. So I'm going to go into smells for a second here. But anyway, I've always loved the smell of Crayolas. There's something magical about them. And they're non-toxic, man. So I'm not huffing anything dangerous. But, and I went there, and I haven't looked at a box of Crayolas or went into that kind of section in fucking years and years and years. And I think they changed the logo since I was a kid. I'm like, oh, that's kind of a bummer. Like the box looks a little different, but the smell is the same. And that's the most important part. So I bought it. And it's funny because, like, I just want the smell, but I was still tempted to buy, like, the big-ass fucking box with, like, the 86, 120 colors or whatever. But I'm like, well, I just want to smell it. I'm not going to color. But I still bought, like, a decent box, and it's great, man. I keep it.
Our boy Plemke knows how it is. He's talking about how he used to love smelling Sharpie markers growing up. Hell yeah. That's what you do.
I keep the box of Crayolas in my side table next to my bed, and I'll smell it, man. And I'll just be taken right back to like elementary school or, just coloring at home in a coloring book. because that's really all I had when I was really young was coloring books. It's all my mom really could afford or whatever. And so
The smell of Big League Chew kind of makes me think like that, like back to my childhood. That bubblegum smell.
I don't think I even recall what that smells like.
Bubblegum, basically.
And then another smell that is super, super nostalgic for me. And I don't even know what it is because basically when they make like booklets and pamphlets and anything with paper, they're not always like the same mixture, like whatever they fucking make. You ever notice like pages smell different? They don't always smell the same.
Oh, yeah.
I got Legend of Zelda.
I'm going to do a pee real quick.
Go to a pee and I'm going to explain this. When in 1992, I believe, my father's mother mailed us a copy of The Legend of Zelda: Link to the Past, and I have the game now, but since then I never acquired the box anymore. But because back then, Super Nintendo, for some reason, your parents would just fucking throw away the boxes, or they would get crushed in your bedroom. And Sega was brilliant, decided to come out with the hard shell cases. Anyway, so the original Super Nintendo boxes are hard to find in the wild. Anyway, but I remember the booklet that came with that game. There was something about the way it fucking smelled, man. It just has this magical smell to it. And it's not, and it was like a glossy page Super Nintendo book, but not all Super Nintendo booklets or anything else smelled the exact same. So I don't know I don't know what causes different types of papers to smell different. But every now and a blue moon, like I'm talking super, 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 super rare, I will find a pamphlet or a booklet that has that same smell. And when I sniff it, when I huff it, man, it just reminds me of 1992. And it's just, and getting the greatest fucking game of all time. So it's awesome. And as far as Sharpies, no, yeah, I love the smell of Sharpies, but I hear it kills brain cells. Yeah, that I'm reading a question. I'm not, professing that. But no, when I was a kid, I don't know how old you are, Plumket, but when I was in kindergarten, they still had the fruity markers that were toxic, right? And obviously they ended up taking those off the shelves because all it did was promote fucking little kids huffing their markers, man. The orange smelled like oranges. The fucking black smelled like black licorice. The purple smelled like grape, et cetera, et cetera. The brown smelled like chocolate. And fuck yeah, man. I'd be smelling that shit. What kid didn't smell that stuff? Talk about the dumbest.
What an oversight, like making these scented fucking markers, but not making them untoxic. That's amazing.
Like was the FDA just not on it, or has it just become stricter with time? I know back in the day, I know like 30, 40 years ago, they would sort of develop their practices and their restrictions just based on trial and error. Like when something would come out.
New information, yeah.
Yeah, like when something came out that fucking gave your kid a third limb, they're like, oh yeah, we're going to ban that. Don't do that anymore.
They didn't know lead paint caused brain damage till quite a long time after making everything lead paint. Very un-Chad.
Yeah, so it is really weird. But that's kind of my school. When I was in kindergarten and first grade, we had the smelly markers. And I remember exactly what they looked like. I remember they had like little prints of like
oranges and shit,
like cherries, all over the actual thing. And I remember the way they smell. And as much as I wouldn't huff that shit, I do kind of wish I could smell that again, because I have not smelled those markers since I was probably 5 or 6.
Actually, like I don't remember huffing them though. I remember like, oh yeah, I smell it, and then just kind of moving on.
No. I never huffed it. They were strong. You could just smell it.
Mm-hmm.
You could smell it, but still a stupid idea nonetheless. And
was it the greatest idea ever?
Dude, speaking of those days, okay, so I'm an adult, man. I don't go down fucking and peruse crayon aisles. That's why I told you I haven't seen a Crayola box in fucking decades probably, and I didn't realize they changed the logo. Another aisle I went down for the first time because I don't eat junk food and I don't eat like frozen dinners and shit, but I decided to go down just for nostalgia at the grocery store. And I saw fucking kid cuisines. I'm like, I haven't seen a kid cuisine since I was huffing fucking fruity markers.
Oh,
and I guess they never went away, but I noticed that the logo's changed. The penguin's different.
You needed that kid cuisine whenever you got the munchies from huffing them markers. That's why.
And I remember what the old penguin used to look like. He looked more like Chili Willy. And then this one's like all different and shit, but it still had that fucking brownie, man. Remember that microwave brownie?
Mm-hmm.
That was like a fucking brick.
It was just like fucking, yeah. It's like you had to eat it with a fork or spoon. You couldn't just pick it up like a brownie.
No, I can't believe. Like, I look at this shit. I'm like, why did we eat this shit? Why did our parents give us this shit? Why did the schools give us food that was, comparable to this shit?
Because it was convenient.
It was the mashed potato. Like, what are those fucking mashed potatoes made out of?
Exactly. Paper mache. Sawdust.
I used to get down on some Banquet chicken nuggets. Remember those Banquet frozen dinner chicken nuggets?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know why that shit did the trick when I was a kid, man. I wouldn't fucking go near that shit today. But and it's funny, Mac talks, and even I talk about how fun it would be to kind of go back and just eat school pizza again. But I wonder if that's just all rose-colored goggles and just like nostalgia. And if I actually went and ate fucking school pizza, I'd be like, yeah, okay, I'm gonna go.
I'm kind of hard pressed to find any bad pizza. Even when pizza's bad, it's pretty good.
And we've talked about that. There is no bad pizza, but I'm saying if you put school pizza or fiestada right next to your favorite pizza joint, like in a restaurant, you're not going to keep eating the school pizza after you've gotten your nostalgia rocks off. Probably not.
Exactly. Got your fucking nostalgia brain out. He's gonna cry in the car.
What's up, Mendoza? Did you step out for a bit? I think Mendoza just joined us. All hail the Omega.
He's gonna cry in the car is one of the fucking dumbest lines ever. He's gonna cry in the car. Why is that a line in this movie?
He gonna cry in the car. Why? It's funny.
Opposed, like as if like there's one place you don't want to cry, and that's in the car. Oh, your room is fine. The bathroom, fine. A restaurant, have at it. The car?
No, I don't think you're misinterpreting it. I think it's funny because like he's gonna cry in the car when no one can see him when he's driving. I think it's funny.
I don't know. You usually want to cry where people aren't watching.
He crazy. That's why he's gonna cry in the car. He's not gonna do it then. He's gonna hurry and race to the car before he breaks down.
Yeah, I guess I'm looking at it like he's appalled. Like he's gonna cry in his car. Like what the fuck? Why?
No, no. They're just they're saying that pathetic putz. He's gonna go off and cry in his car. That's what they're saying.
Dank, as you do when you're Chad.
He crazy.
His sister never came back for a sequel either, or did she?
No, she never went. She never did anything. She was in Boys in the Hood before this with Ice Cube.
Dog.
Regina King, man. Regina King won an Oscar, didn't she, just a couple years ago? And she's in that HBO Watchmen show, which I guess is pretty good.
The Watchmen. Apparently Angus is on that movie. Or on that show.
The movie or the show? Angus is in that?
Yeah.
I thought he retired, man.
Got like a character actor type of role.
Oh.
I don't know. It might just be one episode.
Interesting. I still have to watch The Boys.
It's good.
Yeah. Look at those stonewashed jeans, man, or acid wash. What do you call those jeans that Ezel's wearing?
Something like, yeah. Acid wash.
That was big in the 90s, man.
Oh, we need to bring them back. The Mac and Zach cult need to wear exclusively acid wash jeans and fucking flannel shirts. They'll be like, are they fucking a member of Nirvana or are they the fucking Mac and Zach cult? I don't know.
I never noticed Smokey was doing his tongue. Did you ever notice that?
Imagine him doing that on your dick. Oh, yeah.
I never noticed that.
Right on that cut on the bottom of your dick. Oh,
it's
fucking Man's Best Friend. Great movie.
I've never seen Man's Best Friend, actually.
I got the Blu-ray from Scream Factory recently.
Get your ass, Mr. Postman. I mean, is it really a good movie or is it a bad movie? Be honest.
I like it. It's like people talk about Cujo as if it's the classic killer dog movie. I never really liked Cujo that much. It's okay.
Yeah, I never liked it that much either.
Man's Best Friend is fun though.
Hey, speaking of Scream Factory, usually their prices are shit and even their sales aren't that great because you could still get better stuff on Amazon. But they have a great sale actually right now. They're beating Amazon with their sale too. They have some good titles that are like fucking $7.99 to $12. I mean, shit.
Here's something that should make you want to watch Man's Best Friend. Dog rape scene.
Oh, the dog rapes somebody or somebody rapes the dog?
The dog rapes another dog.
Oh, okay.
Is it ever not rape in the animal kingdom? Like, how often do like fucking dogs listen to like, oh, she's doing her mating call. Now it's my chance.
I mean, according to Sinbad, he was sympathizing with the rape culture, saying if that, female can't run, that's your woman.
Exactly. Fucking the cavemen, early days, like if you clubbed a woman on your head, they couldn't run away. That's your woman. When did we evolve to the point where we were like, that's not good to do anymore? I long for them days.
Write your congressman. I don't know.
It's a good thing, I think. The dogs need to get on board. My movie just buffered again. I'm a little bit behind, but we rolling with the punches, baby.
Yeah, man, we got Smokey rolling up to Freddie Jackson's car, man. What's up? What's up? Not a damn thing.
This bitch is hot as fuck, too. She does look like Jen Jackson.
Ew, I never noticed her teeth.
Fuck.
Did you ever notice her teeth?
I'm not seeing her yet.
There's so many. Yeah, well, so there's. Wow, you buffered. No, there's. It's so funny because watching something on VHS for so many years, you miss little details. But yeah, she's got these weird like coffee stains on her teeth that I think are supposed to be noticeable, and I never caught that on a VHS.
A verse. I'm watching the verse. Yeah, anyway, like, I was thinking...
She's a big one.
I was thinking, like, not too long ago, I was like, man, I should go and make a list of, like, the best hood movies or, like, my favorite on Letterboxd.
How far behind are you?
I just jumped ahead a little bit.
Okay.
I'm seeing the mom talking to him now. She just said she's a big one.
Look at that.
But yeah, I was going through the list, and I was realizing, like, man, I haven't seen a lot of these, so I've been wanting to go through and watch the ones I haven't seen yet. See, this is like the big thing I remember from the trailer. This is like the thing I remember from the trailer. Eva.
Freddie Jackson.
Eva. Why is he shocked by her short hair? Nia Long had short hair. You are all combing over her. Fucking what an asshole.
He doesn't like them thick, dude. Hey, there's the Illuminati in Ice Cube's face.
Exactly. Triangles, bro. Triangles. Fucking my boy what's his name has that too.
Oh, who?
Fucking
Ben Shapiro?
The guy that Ben Shapiro. What's his name? Damn it. Eric Andre. Maybe they're related.
Oh, Eric Andre.
They're both part of the Illuminati.
Okay. I like that look on his face.
Did he just do the Eva?
Yeah, he did that. Then he like, when she walked away, he like just kind of convulsed and shook. It's funny.
Nah, now he's doing a face for me. I'm still a little bit behind, but we good. We good, player.
He just asked his mom, "Loan me $200."
That here's a fun fact: that the clothes that Craig is wearing in the beginning of the movie and the end are the same exact clothes he's wearing in the Boys in the Hood. Very Chad.
Wait. This clothes, this outfit right now is the same?
The green shirt and the shorts, apparently.
Oh.
This is the clothes he wears at the beginning.
Okay, so is that like what he's wearing in the end scene where he's like talking to Doughboy and he talks to, when he's talking to Cuba and he fades away or whatever?
Maybe.
Yeah, and he's got the hat and the Jerry curl. I think so. And he's drinking the 40.
Fucking hell yeah. Would you hang out with the fucking Ice Cubes?
I mean, I don't know. I like a lot of...
What the fuck would you not know?
I don't know, man. I'm a fan of a lot of people that I don't give a shit to hang out with.
What a beta. See,
I mean, I'd meet him. I'd say, hi, how you doing, man?
Is Ice Cube still into the weird Black Hebrew Israelite shit? Or, like, I remember he retweeted something, but it was one of those things where it's just a vague fucking bullshit thing. People retweet, they don't realize, like, oh yeah, that's a link to this weird group of people that are really, like, weird and racist or something. They hate the Jews or something. But, like, yeah, I don't know.
He's been really political as of late. I mean, like, he kind of got fucking totally lampooned by his fan base when he was talking to President Trump at the time, right? About, like reform and shit and helping the ghettos and the black populations and shit like that. And, you know.
He did talk or he asked to talk or something.
he did talk. He met with them or something like that. I don't know. He basically, he's like, look, I don't give a shit. I'm not fucking pro anybody. He's like, we need change. And you know what? I fucking asked the Biden campaign at the time. It's like, and Trump's the only person that returned my call out of everybody I talked to. So I'm going to talk to whoever's, I don't give a shit who's president is what he said. He says, whoever's president has power though. And if they're going to fucking get what we need, fuck, I'll talk to that person. And they're the only people that talk to me. But anyway, hey, Adrian's asking a very relevant question. He says, Zach, would you fuck Ice Cube? And I'm going to add to that, how would you fuck Ice Cube?
Fucking in an instant. Anally, of course.
Okay.
Fuck else am I going to fuck? If I get a blowjob, it's not fucking them. I want to fuck them. I want to get in them guts.
Would you give him an Oreo blast?
Hell yes.
Would you fuck him? And then would you take a straw and stick it in his ass and fucking just slurp out all the cum and shit?
Slurp out the cummies. Hell yeah. Fucking that's like I was thinking about doing that before you even asked the question. Like you're thinking depraved. I'm thinking like that's fucking foreplay for me. I love that. He drops the fucking underwear right on Debo, right on the shit stain.
Why does he smell the straw? I don't understand that. No, but why? Why?
Because he's autistic like you and he's fucking addicted to smelling crayons and shit. You ever smell your shit? You ever wipe your ass and smell it? That really brings me back to when I used to wipe my ass and smell it as a kid.
I don't know why I'm reading Mendoza's comment where he asked if he'd fuck Ice Cube. He just adds, you can fuck his throat. Like, that just sounds so direct and not even, like, comedic that, I don't know, like, maybe you're getting off to this. Like, we're not trying to, are you trying to paint a fantasy here? That's so fun. Hey, Zach, you could fuck his throat. Look, why does he sniff it? I don't get this, man. Maybe this is something like some people get, certain demos get. I don't get it. At first I was like, well, maybe it's like a cocaine thing, but come on, cocaine's not a project drug, right? That's more of a high society type of drug. Crack's the fucking.
Yeah, a lot of people switch to doing crack exclusively because fucking it's in and out of your system, whereas like weed is in your system for like 3 months. So oddly enough, they made these rules to try to like get people off drugs, but it led to people getting on crack exclusively so that they could fucking come home and unwind and get stoned on something.
What's your opinion on people wearing oversized shirts, man? How do you like wearing your shirts? Do you like them in the middle? Do you like them to be baggy, or do you like them skin tight now that you're skinny?
Fucking wear your shirt the way you want to wear your shirt.
Debo and Craig shop at the same store.
Oh yeah. See, that's the thing. Back in the day, like I always liked really baggy, and it's like, oh yeah, like you can't get too big, but you can get too small. So just like fucking baggy's okay. Now I just get the size I should get.
I get tired of getting burnt buying shirts that are otherwise perfect, but like the length doesn't please me. Like I hate it when shirts are like a little too high. I don't want like to look like a ghost legs when I'm wearing a gown or anything, but sometimes I don't want them to be too fucking short either. So today I bought this shirt, and I bought it I bought like a tall size, even though I'm not tall, I'm 5'10", but in the hopes that it's long enough and not too long.
We're watching them beat the kid now. Oh yeah, go ahead though.
No, it's good.
You know what's funny is I remember I had a bunch of friends like in school. They would always get called emo. They're like, "Why you fucking wear tight shirts and shit? Why you emo?" And it's like they're wearing their size shirt. It's like the normal was just everybody wearing baggy shirts. I remember that.
Well, no, there were straight up some people that like to wear skin tight.
Yeah, I know, but they weren't that at all.
Yeah. Some people that should be wearing mediums that are skinny are like wearing smalls, just like snug.
Exactly.
And if you're in really great shape, great, flaunt it, rock it. But it's still uncomfortable. Even if you're in great shape and you're like wearing a medium or whatever and it's like skin tight, I mean, it's still not comfortable.
What kind of tree is that?
I don't know.
Is that a pine tree or is that even a tree that they're hiding behind?
It's probably a palm tree, dude. I don't know. I didn't see it. They live in California.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, these movies are supposed to take place in the Midwest, I thought.
Dude, it's fucking like Compton or something.
I know.
Really? Oh.
I'm joking.
Fucking with me.
See, they're inside right now. It's supposed to be nighttime, but you can see light coming through his window. Chad.
Mendoza's asking what kind of shirt, how do I wear my shirts? A little bit of everything, man. It just depends. It's kind of like jeans, right? It's nice having a nice pair of like boot cut jeans, right? That are slender, but sometimes you want like a relaxed fit, kind of loose fit jeans. I don't know. Shirts the same way. I don't like shirts too big, but I have loose shirts and I have tighter shirts. It just depends on the occasion. And it depends on the material too. Like if it's like a
we
really...
need to make a documentary called Loose Shirts about how fucking people in really baggy shirts were responsible for 9/11 or something. Nobody got that reference. It's a loose change reference.
No. I'm a big fan of Henleys. Henleys and shit like that, if they're like a real fine material and real soft, man, those can be tight. Those are fine, T-shirts are kind of fun to be loose, but
loose circumcisions are fun too.
Plemke, he says he had a skater friend throughout his high school years that always wore skin-tight clothes. He was a stoner.
Was he a skater boy? He said, "See you later, boy."
Dude, shut the fuck up with that bullshit. And he was a stoner, and he talked exactly like you, Zach.
You look like John Cusack?
He ripped you off before you thought about this.
So he was fucking a Chad? And his name was Creed? Fucking, it was Louis Creed from fucking Pet Sematary. I knew that motherfucker was still alive. We never saw him die at the end of that movie.
So, yeah, I want a backstory on Craig. So he has a gun.
Oh, yeah.
And his dad, even weirder, is really shocked he has a gun. Like, I mean...
Daddy has a gun in the closet.
It almost insinuates that everybody just kind of has a gun in the hood.
It's too bad, though, because he locks it.
Like, even if they're not somebody that, like, uses it all the time, because Craig clearly keeps it in his bedroom drawer, right? That insinuates protection. Not like I'm, packing the heat all the time to intimidate people.
He's got it in the hood because it's that hood of socialism. They need to tightly circumcise their cocks for Christ. And their kids, and like fucking Smokey's car is a Volvo. That sounds like vulva. There's very subtle Illuminati shit all over this movie. The sexual innuendos.
Fucking idiot. Look at this. I used to die laughing at that. He's just standing there while bullets are... Those guys are horrible shots, by the way.
Oh, they're amazing.
Dude, I've had a night like this where like we were ding dong ditching some people and we hit in the back of a truck and it's like they're walking right by you.
They started shooting at you?
Nah, he wasn't shooting. Just like you have like someone's angry dad looking for you, and you're hiding in the back of a bed of a truck.
You knew how to party as a kid, Aaron.
Well, we know what happens to you when you go in the back of pickup trucks.
Exactly.
Is this what the pickup truck looked like where he was fucking his sister?
No, there was one of those like enclosure things on the back of it.
Like the fucking club that I was trying to join, and they said to initiate we had to show our dicks, and I was like, I'm not doing this. Yeah, we were in one of those enclosures.
See, I think those enclosures just spell out weird things for kids. I think
they gravitate fucking sexual predator stuff. I don't know, it's weird.
Oh yeah,
those guys' eyes suck, man.
Oh,
their fucking eyes suck.
They're fucking they're basically their fucking AI is just controlled like fucking the AI from like Metal Gear Solid games. You can't fucking blame them. Blame Kojima. They only see in that weird cone shape too. Very beta, very low T.
Yeah, so why is Stanley dressed like Carlton Banks, man? Why does he put his money into his hairstyle and his fucking robes and just get out the fucking hood?
Because he's a fucking Chad. He wants to live next door to Ice Cube, as you would. Because Ice Cube's a Chad.
No, hey, seriously, what if would you be up to the challenge if somebody said, "Hey, you have to live in the middle of like Watts or something in one of these houses, right? And you're the only person of your skin color. Would you adapt and live there for a whole year for say $1 million, and the rent was free and all that stuff too?"
Yes. Course
you would.
What is it? What'd you say? You have to live
in one of these like houses in Watts or something, right? Like one of these like ghetto hoods. For $1 million you get paid at the end of the year, and the rent's paid and shit throughout that year. You would do it?
Hell yes.
You don't think it'd be dangerous being in that setting?
Fucking what's the worst that could happen? I die? That's a load off my mind.
All right. That's a female.
So yeah, this is fucking. Fuck you. Our girl Nina Long, because that's her name, Nina.
Nia Long.
She bitch slapped. She got bitch slapped basically.
Oh, why is Debo still rocking like a fucking ice pick shank like he's in prison? Like he can't get a knife?
Yep.
And, you know.
Do you like my reply to that?
As much as I like the second Friday movie, Debo is not threatening in that one. He's actually scary and he's like a threatening, figure. But in the second one, he's just so stupid. Like, raise your hand, fool. Milk duds, two giant milk duds.
They're scaring both of them. Debo could always kick your ass. He's going to beat the fuck out of you. See, like, we talked over the part where he's like, you win some, you lose some, but you win.
You live.
You win to fight another day.
You live to fight another day.
You think you're a man with that gun in your hand, don't you? Oh, he just shot him.
Are you ahead of me now? Because now, I think you're ahead of me.
Yeah, I did. I jumped up a little bit.
Yeah, because I'm watching the flashback now. You live to fight.
I've completely sabotaged this commentary with my freaking buffering video and all this shit. But yeah, fucking. I was waiting for you to stop me. I was waiting for you to stop me and just chime in.
No, I'm not.
Right, beta.
Hey, he's going to throw a brick at Debo's face, man. I got a brick thrown at my face one time. It hurts.
Very Chad. Was an adult. Did he go, eat brick, kid? Or suck brick, kid? Hit a baby with a brick.
He's taunting him and laughing like Shao Kahn. Taking a break. What did you just say? You suck. Give him a chance to uppercut you.
Fucking, he's getting his ass kicked by Debo. But would you fuck Debo?
No, it's
if the movie ended with Craig and Debo fucking, would it have been a better film? Is what I'm asking.
Dude, he had skid mark underwear, dude.
Exactly, as we do. Fucking sometimes you gotta fucking ride up your ass. And you didn't fucking wipe very well. It happens to the best of us.
Yeah, and it's probably a hot day.
Exactly.
You know, made it all secrete and stain. That's fucking gross.
It's because when you sweat, it's the water that you sweat is brown, as I pointed out before. So my underwear are always brown. It's just because you sweat, though.
Yeah, you sweat because your ass is dirty and it's got fucking fecal matter still on it. And then when you sweat, it fucking
there's
makes
only
that...
so many times and so much time in the day. Sometimes I don't have as much time to wipe my ass.
I'm telling what you're doing is you're taking really nasty wet shits and it's getting all over your ass cheeks and you're not wiping your ass cheeks very well. You're just whopping your asshole. You're wiping your asshole. So and then that thin layer of fucking ass juice that's on your ass cheeks dries, and then the next time you sweat on a hot day, it's fucking just blending with your sweat.
I was talking to a guy one time, or no, I wasn't talking to him, but it was on a podcast, and he called into a show, and he was saying that like when he takes a shit, he does this thing where he'll actually reach into the toilet and get the toilet paper wet. And then wipe his ass. I was like, that's fucking gross. That's really fucking weird. And he's like, yeah, people say it's weird, but it's like, is it any different? The shit already came out of my ass. And like, it's like, yeah, now you're trying to clean it. And then I'm like, fucking, yeah, it's weird. But yeah, fucking our boy Smokey, he's not even helping out his boy Craig. Like they could have double teamed him, but it's just like, I'll stand back.
That's funny.
But it's a good thing he didn't, because he beat the shit out of him with a brick.
The movie's wrapping up here. I'm going to start reading some questions that were published on like the YouTubes and all that shit. You guys that are in the Patreon, the Discord, sorry. If you guys want to type out anything to address as well when I'm done reading these, we'll answer some questions. Or let us know too in that question if you want us to unmute you. Zach knows how to do it, and we'll let you talk if you want to. Not necessary though, of course. But I'm going to start reading on the YouTubes. You guys might be in some of these. So on our It Follows commentary, Silhouetted Animator, the boy, he says, true Chads don't need diaper changes. There's a timestamp there. I never remember what the timestamps are for because it's like always been like a million years since we've recorded this.
I was probably bringing up my fetish for the porn where the mom is pretending like she's changing your diaper, the POV porn.
Okay, probably. You were talking about that?
Hell yes. That's the sexy shit.
That's like a whole new level. That's like a level up from like the breastfeeding videos. That's one thing. But then you have the changing diapers. That's fucking gross. Like I've talked about it. I came across that video of that old Indian woman with a big old fucking milk wrist. And she's just like, suck on mommy's titties. Oh, you like to suck on mommy's titties? And she's like squirting the milk out. Like, what the fuck is this?
Oh, yeah. See, the logic is, you lived off mother's milk. Now it's time for mom to live off your milk.
Okay.
I'm going to milk you.
It only makes sense. Hold on. Some Mac and Sack action going on here too. Oh, awesome. On our Ilsa, the she-wolf of the SS, Martin Kelly just says in all caps, idiots.
Chad.
And then I'm guessing this is you. It says wrecked, bro. Wrecked.
Exactly.
What?
He fucking wrecked us.
That's so funny. He's got a neck beard, literally. He looks like a Duck Dynasty dude.
Mm-hmm.
On our Psycho commentary, President James L. says, poor Riverman, his Chiefs got smoked by Tom Brady and the Buccaneers. And I was saying, he took it like a champ, man. When I was trying to rub it in his face, and my other friends back home, they were just of the mind of, hey, you know what? We got our Super Bowl last year. We're happy. Or, you know what? We went to 2 Super Bowls in a row.
You had to watch 3 hours of commercials with some shitty video, like game thrown in. Like you lost either way. You lost last year and this year. You're gonna lose next year too.
Yeah, I'm not really a football guy, so it didn't really bother me. But
foosball.
Let's see here. Witch King in his Feldman voice, he says, "Elm Street. That's where the nightmare began."
Hell yes.
That's exactly what he was fucking doing, man. Because it's Marilyn Manson bullshit. That's when the nightmare all began. Dude, Corey Feldman, so he was streaming yesterday. I actually put it up in the Discord, a screenshot. And of course, it was so funny, man, because he was talking about all the press he's gotten over the Marilyn Manson shit, right? Because now people are talking about him again. So
he gave him press over that?
Yes, people are picking it up, and the big, dude, people need fucking shit to write about and get clicks out of. But that's why he did it. Anyway, so he addressed that in the live, and it's so funny. After he's talking about all that shit, he then goes right into, all right, now what we're here for. I got a new album coming about, and it is crowdfunded. Like, oh, of course.
Is it Angelic 3 The Core?
I don't remember what it's called, but it's just funny how it went from, the serious shit to, oh, hey, I have a new album, guys, and I want you guys to pay for it. I'm like, this is all very convenient.
He's a Chad. That's how you do.
And this is going to be a collector's item. I am not kidding about that. It is limited. It's like, so get it while it's hot type of thing. But
Did you see the album art for that new single he's got? Amazing.
Oh, no, I haven't seen it. No, but there was the funniest thing. I don't remember. I'd have to look at what it was. But this guy, when he's talking about all the allegation stuff, the Marilyn Manson stuff, 99% of the people in there, like on his live feed, are kissing his ass, right? Oh, we're here. We stand with you, Corey, all this shit, right? And he's just like, eating it up. And then one guy says, what did he say? What did he say? He said Marilyn Manson raped my butthole with something. I can't remember what it was, but it was obviously a fucking troll. And then fucking he didn't get it. Corey read the comment. He's like, oh gosh, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry that happened to you. Oh man, I'm so sorry. Listen. And he's just like, dude, stop this. This is embarrassing. But yeah, somebody put some kind of troll and he just ate it up. I feel bad for him. I feel bad for Corey Feldman in a way. It's like, dude, just fucking chill. But yeah, turkey baster. That's right. Flemke's helping me out, man. Yeah, he said Marilyn Manson, and I saw that when he posted. I'm like, God, I hope he sees it. Marilyn Manson raped my butthole with a turkey baster. Look, if you're serious, you don't say raped my butthole. You just say I was molested by Marilyn Manson as well. You don't say raped my butthole with a turkey baster. No one gives that much details of their rape, right?
Amazing.
But it was so funny. I wish I had been video recording it just so you could see his reaction.
Exactly. Corey Feldman's actually a really good musician. I usually don't even like ska that much either.
Okay. On our Psycho commentary, Devin Dungan says, great episode, guys. Thoroughly enjoyed it. Thank you, man. We thoroughly enjoy you. We appreciate it. It was a fun one.
Oh, yeah.
It was good to wrap up the Psycho franchise.
Our boy Adrian, he's asking, like, what was the episode we did, that porno of Fred Durst? I don't remember.
The fuck, man. Did we make it part of the...
I think so. It was at the end after we finished one movie.
Not the Fanatic.
Well,
Well, does it have something to do with the thumbnail with Michael Myers and Fred Durst? Did we do it for part 6 of Halloween?
I think we'd done it before then. I want to say. That'd be hard to figure out too.
Yeah, well, I would say that's a good place to start, because usually when you add something in a thumbnail, it references something that we talked about in the commentary. So clearly we brought up Fred Durst in that commentary. In some regard. Oh, you know what? Dollars to Donuts. It was the Don't Breathe. Was it Don't Breathe? Anybody listen to that one recently and maybe that's fresh in mind? I got a feeling like maybe it's Don't Breathe.
Maybe. Because you couldn't help but stop breathing while you're looking at his massive, beautiful cock.
Yeah, I think it's Don't Breathe, man. I don't know why, but I think it's the Don't Breathe commentary. Let's see here. Psycho Gamer Guy, he says, you know what they say, a boy's best friend is his memes. If I had to rank my favorite Hitchcock movies, he says Psycho will be number 3, followed by Rear Window at number 2, and North by Northwest at number 1. I think Alfred Hitchcock is one of the few directors that doesn't have a bad film in his filmography.
Dog.
Yeah, man, he's celebrity. I had the fucking, I don't even know why I'm thinking about Twilight Zone. I was going to say I had that CBS trial, right? That streaming for a week just to try it out. And I watched that shitty Console Wars documentary. Not very good, by the way. And I didn't even get a chance to watch the Twilight Zone.
Season 2, the new Twilight Zone, season 2, they stepped it up. I thought it was way better than the first season.
Yeah, so I'll have to watch it eventually. But all right, let's see. Showdown. I guess I'll have to settle with getting a trial for Peacock and watching that new Saved by the Bell series. R.I.P. Screech.
Oh, yeah.
What a sad story about Dustin Diamond. R.I.P. Dustin Diamond, man. What a troubled, tortured dude, man.
Dustin Diamond's Page.
Speech. Just a product of being a child actor with an exploitative parents, and his dad treating him like shit, and he had no money. I think he's one of those cases where his dad fucking just squandered all his money. Bunch of bullshit, and unlike the Mark Paul Gosselers and the Mario Lopez's and the Tiffany Amber Thiessens, these were all good-looking people that were able to keep working after Saved by the Bell, right? Get other work, get other shows because they had a look and stuff. Screech was the gimmick. Screech was the nerd. He's not like a good-looking dude or anything. He looks like Big Bird. He's pretty much he's the one that could be typecast if only one person could. So I kind of feel for the guy. Sucks. But on our Showdown, a little Tokyo commentary. You know what? Hey, Adrian Mendoza, do you speak Spanish? I'm going to try and read this, and you can maybe tell us what it says since you're here live with us. So I see pendejos, so I think they're insulting us. Jessica Marie Levia. Esto es una myriads si lo van a secar que se bueno que numas lo están hablando pendejos. Yeah, I don't know. He said, huh? I'm just...
You should reply, sí.
Sí.
That's what I do whenever it's a different language.
Hey, you know what? You know what I'm going to do? I'm actually going to screenshot it, and I'm going to put it in the chat so you can see it.
The Chad chat. That's what it should be called, the Chad chat.
I'm going to put it in the Discord chat right now, and then you can read it. Sorry, I'm being a dummy. Zach, say something funny while I do
What makes you think our boy can read that?
Well, I'm not pronouncing shit very well.
Does our boy speak Spanish? Has he said that before?
He said sure. I said, hey, can you translate? Sure.
Don't.
I mean, I don't know. Maybe he's just fucking with me. Let me see. I'm working this shit like a boomer, man.
Fucking boomer. Very boomer.
Yeah. Okay. So I'm going to put it in the general chat. Fuck, you can't. Never mind. It's not even worth it. I can't fucking work this shit. I'll just move on. I'm sure they were insulting us. Anyway, Ken Cinema Enema. Psycho, I'll read one more from here. Gio Kalunga says, pardon my coon brain, but when I first started listening to this podcast, I used to think Zach said dog instead of donk. Okay.
Dog.
That's weird.
Hell yeah.
Your coon brain is pardoned, though.
He must have jacked off, got that cum out, fucking got rid of the cum brain, and now he's all good.
All right. Hey, so to our boys in the Patreon, did you guys have anything you want us to address? Did you guys have do you have any requests? Anything you want to ask before we get into the closing?
Or do you have any dank memes you want us to unmute you? You can say a dank meme.
Plumke, didn't Peacock score a deal with WWE to stream their stuff? Or was that CBS? That was Peacock. I think Zach was talking about that in the last episode, maybe. But
oh, yeah.
Yeah. If you guys are into the WWE, I guess that's the better deal, you know?
You got to watch the cock. Did you watch the cock today?
No. You know what's funny?
They got a built-in fucking thing they can say to sell it.
Mendoza's asking, he's saying your girlfriend hasn't taught you any Spanish. No, she hasn't. It's fun. I'm a lazy American, man. You know, I'm one of those guys like, no, you're in this country. You speak English. You learn English. No, I wish I could. I know enough. But the thing is I'm reading somebody's Spanglish. It's a little different. You know, I have to hear it. Then maybe I can catch certain things. But yeah, I don't know. What's funny is in her sleep, she sleep talks a lot. And she sleep talks in English. I've never heard her speak Spanish, which is technically her first language, I would say. And she never talks sleep in Spanish. It's the weirdest thing in the world. She talks a lot. She hits people in her sleep. It's really a weird experience.
I do that too.
You sleepwalk, right?
Nope. I wake up screaming and fucking I woke up fucking throwing a punch before. I remember I woke up. I had a dream I was being attacked or something. Like I was trying to fucking get away, and I woke up looking at the ground and just pushing my fist into it. It was weird. That's only happened twice, maybe.
Plumpkin's got a request. He says we should do Stuart Gordon's Dagon. Is it Dagon or Dagon? How do you pronounce that? I'm not really sure, but
Dagon.
I've never watched the movie. I know of the movie. I've seen the movie around. I would do it. Is it any good, Zach?
I don't think I've ever seen it either.
It's streaming on Tubi, it says here. We could watch the movie for free on Tubi.
Dog.
He says it's got a face skinning scene that's brutal. So yeah, we'll have to maybe after this month we should just do a classic request month.
Dog.
Maybe. So yeah, how about next month? And you know what would be a cool idea? Tell you what, I'm establishing it right here, right now. So we're finishing up Zach fucking month, right? King Zach month. Ooh, King Zach. Next month we're gonna do requests, but it's just patrons.
Oh yeah.
So we'll do whatever you guys want to do, man. And you know what? I think if we had if we were overwhelmed, if we were dealing with 100 people, we might have to we would probably say we'll go to a poll for patrons off some favorites. But since we're not dealing with that many, we'll just do whatever you guys want us to do, So
we could do Halloween. Our boy was just saying that before he had
Okay. So if you want that to be an official one, we can do we got enough patrons to fill the month. So we can we'll have to throw it out there. And like I said, if somebody else wants to take a week, that, we might give them a fair shake. But we can do Stuart Gordon's Dagon. Adrian Mendoza, if you want to throw us out one, we'll do it. As long as it's not just straight up fucking porn, please. We'll do it.
Oh, I'll do the porn, babe.
But you can make us do whatever you want other than that. And we'll put something on the actual Patreon, and we'll kind of field through everybody else to see if there's anything else anybody else wants to do to kind of round out the month. And fuck, you know what? It might even be fun to do. Let you guys pick a Cinemanima.
Oh yeah.
The thing is I want it to be something neither Zach or I have seen. So you guys might have to shotgun some suggestions, and we'll have to filter them and see what neither one of us has seen. That could be a lot of fun. So.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So that's a good idea. So we'll put that out there, and we'll keep you guys in the know for after this month, and we'll go ahead and wrap up, man. So thank you guys for joining us again with Friday. Zach, are you going to spoil it and tell us what you're doing next week, or are you keeping it a surprise?
We're gonna keep it a surprise, babe.
Alrighty. So same old stuff, guys. If you guys are new to the YouTube, for example, and that's where you're catching us, take a second to like this video. That's gonna help us. It does a lot for us, and it helps the algorithms, and it helps us get out there to more people that are gonna like us, like you do. Like the video. If you don't like it, don't like it. Dislike it. It all works. If you're new, please subscribe, hit the notification bell, all that stuff that everybody says. And if you aren't listening to us already on free feeds, podcast services, check out the links that'll take us to anywhere and everywhere you listen to podcasts, and do the same thing. Leave us feedback, leave us 5-star ratings, what have you. And if you guys want to support us even more, like I said, all we could ask for ever is your listenership, and that's more than enough. But if you wanted to go the extra mile, we do have a Patreon. You can join us while we're recording these live, ask questions like, a few folks have done with us during this session. And you get everything early, all the normal shows, early access. And Zach, riff some more. What else do they get? What else we got on that Patreon right now?
They they get to come on and listen to us do this live and talk to us in the chat.
I said that already, man.
And that's basically what they get to do on it.
Okay, but no, we have exclusive material on the Patreon. Mac and Zach do an exclusive Mac and Zach episode. Riverman's sort of resurrected Hobo the podcast back, and it's only on Patreon right now. He's got a couple episodes up there. Zach and I have committed to doing the entire series of Ash vs. Evil Dead commentaries. That's only on Patreon.
Oh, I thought you meant tell them what else they can do on Discord. I was like,
no, yeah, I was like, other shit. I was going to let you actually talk a little bit about it. Hey, what episode are we up to right now? What is up there on Patreon for Ash?
3, episode 4. Episode 4, I think.
Okay. All right. So we're up to episode 4 on Patreon. We got things like prank calls that went awry, that went bad. We've got behind the scenes footage, vlog shit, and more stuff to come. And we're always open to suggestions on what you guys want. So yeah, check it out. Links are always found below. Check out our Patreon for the price of a basic bitch coffee per month. You can have all of that. Isn't that great?
And you get t-shirts too.
Yeah, we got t-shirts as well. If you guys want to jump over to Patreon, if you guys want to rock some BTM swag, some Revival House, that's a whole swag.
Teespring.
Mac and Zach swag, the whole thing. Mac finally bought a Revival House shirt, and he said what I've been wanting to do from day one, to wear the shirts on our streams. Like, yeah, we should. The next stream we do, we should all wear our...
What? You wanna coordinate our outfits like we're teenage girls now?
Just one episode. I know we all got different colors too, so I'll wear a different one. Come on, man. We got to promote. If you guys buy a shirt on the Teespring, man, they actually kick us back a really healthy profit of that. So that helps out a lot. And you get something tangible. You can't fucking beat that. I think it'd be kind of cool to, eventually do some kind of like giveaways, like to the patrons, like whatever, just like some kind of like drawing and send out a shirt or whatever. Not that you guys want a shirt that fucking bad, but maybe something like that'd be fun. But anyway, we'll keep you guys posted on what we got planned for the future. Like I said, big things are coming in 2021, especially with me. I'm just waiting to get into this fucking new house before I can pull the trigger on a lot of shit. But other than that, thank you guys so much for your continued support and listenership, and we will catch you guys next week. Bye-bye, puppets.
End of the week at the Revival House. Next month's theme, you gotta figure it out. Italian zombies or Pauly Shore, a slasher with a knife and the girl next door. And 1 second in, get it all queued up and ready, hit play in 3, 2, 1. Bye-bye puppets, Zach Pete and a solo cut band. Couldn't this crew Cameron's loving, Josh and Scott failed and Riverman's babe. Bye-bye puppets. Sounds good, like this country used to.